let's take a look at the newest He-Man and the Masters of the Universe action figures, coming up after this. I'm really happy to have these figures. I think they're awesome. I am so glad that there is so much Masters of the Universe going on right now. 2 cartoons. The movie is canceled again. Lots of waves of action figures. So many different kinds of action figures. And these are new. These are completely new. The cartoon is new. The concept is new. It's really cool. I really liked it. I mean, as much as I like cartoons, I'm not a big cartoon guy. I like toys. Cartoons, not so much. However, that being said, I did really like the one that was around in the 2000s, the Mike Young cartoon. I remember being really excited for each episode. I also kind of enjoyed She-Ra had better stories, I remember, than the original Masters of the Universe. I did watch both new Netflix ones. It took me a while to get through them. They're okay. I like them. I like this story. I think it is great. I hope kids are enjoying it. I should probably watch it more. Everyone should watch it more because that means that it'll be a greater success. She-Ra, the new She-Ra, was supposed to be a greater success. I liked that too. I watched it twice. He-Man is the first one we have here. It took me a long time. I wasn't going to do this review until I found Trapjaw. There was an original batch that showed up in Canada. He was in it, not Man-at-Arms. The case ratio is weird. I guess you get 2 He-Man. I don't know. I think maybe there's 5 in a box. I don't know how many are in a box. I just know that you either get Trapjaw or you get Man-at-Arms. And each store got 1 case of Trapjaws. And then we never saw him anymore. And then Man-at-Arms everywhere. And people don't like Man-at-Arms, so he is kind of a shelf warmer. They do tend to put these on shelves opposed to pegs. They're hunky, they're chunky. That's what I liked about the original Masters of the Universe. And these are no exception. See, they're not cross-selling Trapjaw. I don't understand what's going on there. In the States, they are already getting the second wave of these. I'm not sure how much I like the female characters because they're not as bulky as these, but I'll have to wait till I get them in hand. They look kind of funny. They don't look like something Mattel would make. These also look odd, but I like them, and I'm really excited to open it. I love the packaging. I think the packaging is really awesome. I like the shape of it. I was really surprised when I saw how big the packaging is, and I guess I'm going to be surprised by the figures too. I love the artwork. I think it looks great. I even like the barcode on the front. It's a nice modern touch. The whole thing is a nice modern touch. I like the storyline. I like all the characters. This plastic is easier to open than I thought. Oh, I like when this is a separate piece and it's not glued into the packaging. Yeah, I love when you can save the packaging like this. So what do we have here? We have Power Attack. And I should put on my glasses. And I'll go back and clean up the cards later. But here is what the back of the packaging looks like, and you can see there's a cool Castle Grayskull. Awesome. The new figures include Orko, Charged Up, He-Man, the Sorceress, and they're so bulky, some assembly is needed, so you have to plug in this. There's also a recolor of him with the vehicle. They really should make these collector cards. I would love that. I'm super into collector cards, but there's no good collector cards to collect nowadays. I mean, unless you're into those video games. There's potential here to make them collector cards. Here's what He-Man looks like in the cartoon. Here's what Man-at-Arms looks like in the cartoon. Skeletor. And Trapjaw, who looks hideous. Which is cool. Okay. Really hard getting the weapons into the hands. Really tight grip. I don't know if children will be able to do it. They have really small heads. I mean, it's a real stylistic kind of action figure. They have more articulation than the original Masters of the Universe action figures. So we've got a twisty head. The hair is softer, so it does go over the body armor, which is sculpted on the wrists twist. And then the legs are on probably a ball joint. And then he has a rubbery loincloth, which isn't so uncommon in the world of Masters of the Universe. And then very spaced up boots. And I love them. I like it. And look at the new He-Man logo. It's an H and an M, and it's two swords. Cool. Or I guess it's one sword that's split up the middle, much like his own when he does transform into the new translucent figure that we're getting. Or I guess that's a power-up version of himself, but the sword transforms just like in the Mike Young cartoon, which I like. I think that's cool. Is that a snake on his belt? I don't know, it's some kind of spooky face. And then that's what his head looks like, and he looks happy. And he's got really big arms, as you can see. I guess bigger than most people. No, Skeletor has the same arms. Are they the same arms? No, they're a different sculpt, but they're almost as big. The back of his Havoc staff is hollowed out, which is not cool, but the design is really cool. It's really angular, this stuff. And that's what his scary face looks like. It looks like it's green slime. I guess it's green energy. And then his hand was burned off by energy or something in the cartoon. And that's his feet. And they are creepy and cool, just like his original feet. The ankles also have articulation on Skeletor. That's really kind of cool. I don't think anybody else has that added articulation. And he looks like he has the snake harness from 2000X, which there was a wolf and snake 2-pack that you can get. And this looks like snake armor Skeletor. And I like the asymmetrical torn loincloth kind of thing. He's really cool. I hope we get a Keldor 2 version of him. Does he also have articulation here? Yeah, and so does He-Man. And that's where they have their power punch. It's spring-loaded, and it's also spring-loaded this way. So they really improved the spring load into including this bobble waist. It is kind of a bobble waist, also articulated at the hips. And I like his bone hand, glowing bone hand. He really does look like a lava head, green lava head. Purple hood. These are his iconic colors. That's how you know who he is. He-Man's colors, not so iconic, but still cool. Look, he's got the He-Man on his wrists too. That was really cool that they were able to make a new logo that looks like He-Man, looks like his sword, which can go on his back with a peg and peg hole system. Like that. He can always carry a sword like that, so he can fight with his bare hands. And then we have Man-at-Arms, which people don't like. I like him. He's not as chunky as the rest of the figures that we got in this wave anyway, but he has translucent, lucent parts on his accessories and self. And I wish that his helmet came off, but it is for kids. You can see his face underneath it, and I think that is so cool. I didn't know that from the original prototypes, and that is awesome. And I don't know what's going on inside of his shoulder. It really does look like you can open these things up, but you can't. Orange, that is kind of Man-at-Arms' signature. But he's cool, he's awesome. He also has that scary face on his belt. Very, very techy. Everything is very techy. Look at that bulb thing there. Even though He-Man comes from the jungle, just like the original concept. And I'm a huge original concept Masters of the Universe fan. Again, not a fan of the cartoon so much, but I love the original figures, and I love these figures. I love these. I love that they're so different. Yeah. And this is Trapjaw, and he is so creepy looking. I think a lot of people don't like how he looks, but how can you not like how he looks? He looks creepy. Creepy is good. I think these are their powered up versions, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah. They're their powered up versions. So do they have the same symbol on their... Yeah. These guys do have the same symbol on their belts, so I guess that distinguishes good from bad. This is a flicking missile. They've been doing that in recent years. Back in my day, we had spring-loaded. I mean, it works. Why not? I like a power blast. Who doesn't? It's in pink, which is great. And then I really like this thing. I don't know exactly what it is. It's painted really well, and it's a little purple patch, and this is rubber over his shoulder. He's just really cool. I think he's my favorite figure out of all of them, which is funny, and I love his colors. I think he's really creepy looking. I like his really overextended jaw. He's awesome. Something's going on in the back. He also has the spring-loaded. He can't really twist. Maybe the spring-loaded is just this way. Can you twist? Oh no, He-Man twists. That guy just doesn't twist. And Man-at-Arms doesn't have spring-loaded. Oh yes, he does. It's just higher on his torso. Oh, and he can go back and forth. They're all a little different. They're the same, but they're different. His giant gun fist claw thing is pretty sweet. Lots of detail. Yeah, cool. Very cool. Do I have my snake armor Skeletor? No, I might have to do that on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram, toohunky on Instagram. Maybe I'll bring up snake armor and I'll show you how close he looks to it. I like these a lot. Oh yeah, Man-at-Arms is in green. His colors are different. Here's my original 1980s Man-at-Arms. There's some blue on his belt. Orange is different. Orange has always been a big color in Masters of the Universe. I like these. I like them a lot. I don't care what anybody else says. I like them. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. We'll see you next time. They're sturdy. Whoa. That's what's important to me. Being so clumsy, I gotta be able to drop them. They're cool. I love translucent parts on my toys. I want more of them. I want more of them now. I'm really excited to get the translucent, all powered up He-Man. He's really cool. These are fun. Skeletor's card. Trapjaw's card. He-Man's card. Oh, no. Man-at-Arms card. He-Man's card. Man-at-Arms head turns. Skeletor's hood is soft. Just his hood. Oh, and his shoulder pads. Trapjaw doesn't stand very well unless you push his feet together, and then he'll stand easy. He can hold his blast like a club. The design in those boots is so great, and I love that green army color. I like pink. He-Man is so happy. Get these toys for Christmas for sure. I'm not a fan of the Masters verse. Maybe I am. I don't think they compare to this. This is more my jam. Toys.